Hi everybody, welcome to our latest edition of the Empty Tomb Addiction Recovery Forum, The Power of Music. It's good to see you again. I'm Daniel Delgado.
I'm Evan Rogers.
And it's really good to see you, and we're back to continue our goal and purpose of helping people find other ways and new ways of addiction recovery and other things that we need to heal from. We're now going to focus on music. And music has a lot of messages, a lot of power, and it helps a lot of people in different ways to heal. And what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I really resonate with this whole new direction that we're taking on this channel. It reminds me of a conversation I actually had with a client recently. They taught me something that's very important. And they talked about how recovery is art. And that really stood out to me, that really jumped out at me. And really what it says to me is that recovery is individual. Recovery is personal. And each of us does recovery differently.
Yeah.
Right? And it makes me think of art like music. It's personalized. As we listen to music, as we create music, we add ourselves to that. And we add part of us in that creative process. And just like how music is an art, recovery takes creativity, it takes work. And it's so unique and it's so personal. And that's really what this channel has been about from the start.
Yeah.
The uniqueness of recovery and finding new ways to heal that fit each of us and our needs.
And it's really interesting too that you call it art, because it really is an art to making music, especially when people are trying to write a song that has a meaning that they want to get to as many people as possible.
Right.
And one of the things that killed the art, you could say, is MTV, and I'll explain why in a minute. Artists make a painting in their vision, what they like or what they're believing or what they feel, and people will look at the video, a picture, and say, "Oh, that's just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life." And the person next to him was like, "What is that? That's not beautiful. It's a bottle. That's not art, But
Right.
The most important thing is that it's left up to you. It is imagination, or whatever your thoughts or your own beliefs, and that helps you. That's what you get from it. And the reason I mentioned MTVs is because before MTV, with videos that taught you and told you what the song is about, you wouldn't have to use your imagination anymore. In the 60s, songs could have double meanings, triple meanings, and hidden meanings, but that was the whole art of music, to be able to let you think about what it is. When I was in high school in 1970s, I took a class called Old Sounds to Now Sounds. No, Old Songs to Now Sounds.
Okay.
So we took songs from the 60s that had a lot of supposedly subtle references to drugs, and talked about how they really were about drugs, broke down the words. And for example, Along Comes Mary talked about marijuana, White Rabbit was about cocaine, just different things like that, And a lot of artists didn't care. They would get a lot of flack from the media, but they didn't care. They said, "Dad, this is what if you think that's your problem," But John Lennon had got a lot of flack for a song he had done called Hey Jude. It was about his son. But boy, everybody said, it's about drugs and all this kind of stuff. It was like, I'm telling my son to be a grown man when he grows up. It even says, take a bad thing and make it better. Take a sad song and make it better. And I'm thinking, where's the drugs? In 1968, The Temptations did a song based on a common phrase. Of just like people say, I just want to get away. There was even a commercial for Calgon. I don't know what Calgon, I think it was water. But I don't remember what the product was, but the catchphrase was, "Calgon, take me away." So phrases like that, just like "get away," were very common in the 60s. And one phrase was "cloud nine." I just want to go to cloud nine. I just want to escape and be happy and breathe. Well, the Temptations did a song called "Cloud Nine," and boy, they just got ripped apart, because they mentioned real life things like, life in the ghetto and things like that, and escape. And they said, it had to be about drugs. Well, up until then, I had never thought that. I thought it was a very interesting song. It was good. But now even to this day, I'm thinking, is it about drugs? So it's almost like they destroyed my mind, my thought process. So because of that, we're not going to focus on any song whatsoever that was recorded after August of 1981. Reason I picked that date is because that's when MTV started doing videos. It was such a big shocker, and it still exists to this day. A song that was called "Video Killed the Radio Star" is still popular today for that reason. So I imagine, I was brought up with that. I was already older, when MTV came out.
Right.
But you grew up with that. You were born into what you still call the MTV generation. Because all music from that point on brought to you your whole life has been, about just videos and what, you're supposed to think. So that must have been tough on you in picking songs and buying a song, right?
Well, I mean, it's kind of funny you talk about that, because actually growing up, MTV was a little bit before my time, but I definitely grew up with YouTube. And I actually stayed away from music videos pretty much for the reason that you're describing, right?
Wow.
Certain things would come to my mind as I listened to songs, and I just appreciated what my imagination brought to the song, and I didn't want a music video to, I guess, contradict that. So I'd always look up lyric videos when I would listen to music on YouTube. I didn't really watch a lot of music videos because I just wanted to imagine the song my own way, I guess.
So that helped you actually experience the song for its many meanings as opposed to what the video says?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
That's good. That's good you're open to that. That's actually very rare, and I'm sure everybody out there knows that. That's very rare for younger people to choose a song based on they want to learn about the song, not being told that this is the best video that's out there.
I guess I'm old school in that way.
Yeah, and I'm different. I'm old. He's an old school. I'm just old. But you'll notice, in case you're wondering, Evan's been pretty busy lately. He's now Mr. and Mrs. Evans, his wife, who helped us put a lot of this together today, and we're hoping soon to have her in one of our as a guest.
Absolutely.
Will be in this video, and she's actually helped him change his mind, open his mind a little, even more to being receptive to a lot of the music out there, right?
Yeah, my wife has definitely expanded my horizons quite a bit when it comes to music. She listens to a lot of music that I normally wouldn't listen to, and so I've definitely been open to some new things, and it's interesting. I feel like the more I'm open to new types of music, the more open I am generally as a person. I mean, I guess it ties back to the power of music, right? And I think all of us to some level deeply resonate with music. I think that's who we are as people. And it's exciting that we're talking about music as a way to help people recover, because I've certainly seen, even with me just being open to more types of music, I've grown as a person.
And of course, as many of you know who are following us, or tell your friends, or hopefully subscribe real soon, we used to work together in helping people with different types of things, and one program that we used to help people with was a stop smoking program. And there's a lot of different steps it takes to do the stop smoking, and one of them is keeping busy activities. And what are one of the things we talked about that to help people who are struggling from the cigarette addiction?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things we said was listen to your favorite song.
Ah, see?
Take that 2 or 3 minutes and do something you enjoy, so you don't even have to think about smoking. You don't even have to think about drinking or using, or whatever your situation is. You can focus on the music. And that was one aspect of the healing power of music that we saw that directly helped people in their recovery. So it's powerful. It's a real thing.
So yeah, we're very excited to present this extension and continuation of finding new ways of addiction recovery. Again, we ourselves are going to focus on pre-MTV music and break down a song every other video. However, we would love to hear from you. Please subscribe, leave comments on the videos.
Email us at etarf22@gmail.com. Send us suggestions, ideas, anything you want to hear talked about, any songs you want us to talk about. Let us hear your thoughts, and we're looking forward to your feedback.
And we'll gladly share that. Again, we're very excited. We'll see you next time. So until then, we're going to continue listening to music and receive more power. See you next time.
See you next time.